All right, guys, here it is, your Federation basketball game brought to you by the Bobcats GM. Thanks for the great idea, Bobcats GM. We are going to have these two teams represented by two free agency teams, the Nalu and the Monsters. Both teams are a combination of NCAA and pro players competing in what we're going to call the Federation game. This is a great opportunity for all you GMs out there to scout these upcoming rookies, see them play alongside the pros so you can get a great feel for what it's going to look like. For the Nalu, the rookies that are starting, you got Sean Self, you got Steve Carter. On the other side, the rookies that are starting, you got Jay Blinko and Hershey Allen. All rookies will be playing. Everybody's getting 20 minutes for the starters and 18 for the bench players. So pretty well everybody will get equal time playing in this game. Alongside me for commentary for probably just the first quarter, we got Sexy Thor, the Stingrays GM. Thanks for joining me, Sexy Thor. Sexy Thor, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
All right,
I'm so excited to be here.
All right, thanks for joining us, Sexy Thor. We only got you for a quarter, so we're going to go quick, and we're going to ask you a little bit about what are you thinking going into next season about designing jerseys for the Federation game. Do you have a color scheme picked out? You got logos picked out? Do you have any idea? I know it's all new, but I know you're excited.
I don't have a logo in mind yet, but color scheme, think I'm gonna do as close to SBF colors as I can. So one team gets like the blue and the orange, the other team will get the red and the white. So I always take the team or the logo and split it in half for the two teams.
That's a great idea. As you see, Derek Walker with an early bucket. Here we go. Sean Self controlling the ball up top, gets the pick from his brother Michael. Sean, floater, got it. What a great early bucket by one of the best scorers in the NCAA, Sean Self. And here comes Hershey Allen, an underrated NCAA player in his own right. This guy is a freak athlete. He's monstrous. Great pass from Hershey down to Randall for the easy layup. The Rattlesnakes GM and myself both drafted these teams. Just so you guys know, you might be wondering why some of the best pro players aren't in it. We tried to go with All-Star Day snubs, people that we wish we'd saw All-Star game. And there was a great pass from Michael Self down to Steve Carter. I mean, I know my other boys on commentary, like Tornadoes GM and Talents GM would agree with me, but it feels nice to see Michael Self have some teammates for a change. Just to see him have the opportunity to actually pass the ball to somebody other than Dylan Webb. It's a very nice feeling. Derek Walker misses the first, one of the worst free throw shooters in our league, but he does nail the second one. Here comes Levi McNeil, arguably the biggest all-star snub this season. Gets it over Russ, deep three. That's no good. Steve Carter with the board goes back and gets blocked by Derek Walker. Those weak putbacks, they don't work in the pro league. Hershey Allen goes up with it. Again, a little weak. And he gets blocked. Levi McNeil guarded by Hershey. Hershey, a great on-ball defender. Doing a great job against Levi right now. Levi's able to get past him. That's just tough, and that's why we're doing this game. Not just for us scouts, but it's also going to help the players. I mean, Hershey Allen is getting a first taste as to what it's like to go up against Levi McNeil in the league. Michael Self pulls down another board. Here comes Levi McNeil. He's driving. Looking for somebody to get open. Guarded by Jay Blinko now. Jay, a very good power forward. Michael Self finds Sean Self for the easy layup. Brother-to-brother connection right there. Love to see that in the league. Stingrays GM, I know you got to leave soon. I'll hit you with another question. So my question for you, your Stingrays are one of the best teams in the league right now. How deep do you think you can go during this postseason?
Oh, I think I go all the way to final to take that because I got confidence in the team. They're playing great so far. Now it's just a matter of taking down everyone else and winning it all.
Is that all from you, Stingrays GM? I know you've got to leave. Thank you for joining us. Do you have anything you'd like to say before you officially cut out of here?
I'm good. Nice seeing you guys. Take care.
All right. I will catch you later, Stingrays GM. I'm sure I'll see you eventually. Here we go. Back to the game. Levi McNeil now. Drops it down. Steve Carter. He's got the matchup. Turn. Fade. Puts it up, and Michael Self is there to slam it back down. Steve Carter had the size advantage, but didn't use it on that play. One thing I do like about Steve Carter so far, looks like he's doing a very good job matched up against Derek Walker defensively. He's leaving a little bit to be desired offensively, though. There's Russ Hopkins with a board. Looks like we got some subs ready to come in for the first time. Hopkins down low to McNeil. Kick it back. Self, mid-range. That's good. Michael Self absolutely dominating this game. You give this man some teammates around him, and it's game over. Michael Self showing us why he's one of the best players in this league. Looks like Ricky Cross is checking in for the Monsters alongside Vern Beard. I see Victor Lynn out there, Steve Kabirov, and Jack Boulder. On the other side, I see Kenneth Michaels, Damiana Self, Trelly Wright, and St. Dismo, and Ali Moon. Looks like both these teams are going to purposely wait to put John and Bean Shep out there at the same time. The coaches are just looking to make me angry. Kenneth Michaels setting some good off-ball screens. St. Dismo looking for somebody, though. There's Trelly Wright with the three. He got it. Quick score there by Trelly. Vern Beer back to Ricky Cross. Mid-range jumper. That's no good. Here comes St. Dismo, a very underrated guard. Here he goes, attacking the rim. Good, strong finish. Couldn't get it to go, though. Good board there. Gets it over. Victor Lynn, three. That's no good. Ricky Cross with the board and the putback. That's really been the issue with Victor Lynn. Victor Lynn is an amazing shooter, but just has not been able to find the touch lately. Ali Moon gets it over to St. Dismo. Going to take the Trelly Wright screen. Dismo, step back. Doesn't put it up, gets it back. Trelly Wright, another three. That's good. Trelly Wright lighting it up off the bench so far. The Pacific Diamond Nalu looking really strong. Here comes Kabirov, the league's leader in assists right now. Gets it over to Vern. Victor Lynn shoots again. That's no good. Damiana Self pulls down the board. Here comes Ali Moon. Ali takes the screen, drives, good feed down low to Damiana. Ali Moon good for about 1.15 assists per game. Absolutely insane. It's going to be fun to see who the league leader in assists is next season. Is it going to be Steve Kabirov? Is it going to be Ali Moon? Is it going to be somebody that we haven't seen coming? This year, nobody saw Steve Kabirov coming. Jack Boulder setting it up. Finds Kabirov. That's a good lay-in. Over to St. Dismo. St. Dismo really needs to have a good game here because he is very much under the radar right now. Ali Moon puts it up. That's no good. There's Damiana who gets it, puts that back. Damiana Self showing something. I wonder if they're going to put the three Selfs in at the same time. Jack Boulder sets a monstrous screen. Give it back to Boulder. Victor Lynn, another three. That one's good. Victor Lynn does not care how close you are. She's going to put it up. I apologize to everybody who continues to hear me say she. Victor Lynn, the person who created Victor Lynn, is a female, so I accidentally keep saying she. Ollie Moon goes up strong at the rim and then gets fouled by Vern Beard. Ollie puts up the first free throw. That's good. Some more substitutions here. Ollie Moon gets the second. As you see now, Harvey Rodman, Bean Shep is in, Jeffrey John is in, Preston Hunter's in. Bean Shep blows by the defender. Great pass. Wow. Bean Shep, little green arrow next to the draft stock button for that guy. What a find. Here comes Jeffrey John, has to put up that last second shot and almost got it to go. Great looking three there by John. At the end of the first quarter, the Nalu are leading by a wide margin over the Monsters, but both these teams are stacked with superstars, so this is still anybody's game. Here we go now. Ed Payne going to inbound it over to Victor Lynn. Victor Lynn finds Preston Hunter. Hunter, a weirdly good rebounder, gets poked by John. John, currently the defensive player of the year in the NCAA. Trelly draws the foul, puts it up. What a great move by Trelly Wright, proving to be one of the best scorers in the NCAA. This game really showing that Trelly's offense does translate to the pros. Some people had questions about that. Remember, to all those NCAA players watching this video, your player does not grow without you. You have to earn the attribute points. You have to apply those points to make your player better. The GMs are relying on you to improve. Ricky Cross catches it from behind the arc, finds Bean. Bean takes a screen, gonna drive, crossover, attacking Sean, goes up strong with it but can't get it to go. Sean Self, just a very big shooting guard. Step back now, Sean driving. Goes up with it, that's no good. Jacoby Taylor with the rebound and put back. You know Levi McNeil was not gonna miss the opportunity to draft his former friend, former teammate, Jacoby Taylor. Here comes Bean, going up again and gets blocked. There's Harvey Rodman with the board. Jeffrey John in transition. Does a little spin, crossover. Gets it back, puts it up, and scores. Victor Lynn now bringing the ball up. Thanks for joining us, Carter. Here comes Victor Lynn. Victor Lynn, pump fake. Got Sean Self to go behind him and then able to lay it in. Great move by Victor Lynn. Some people don't know this, but Victor Lynn is a very powerful dunker. He just chooses not to attack the rim often. Here comes Trelly. Puts it up. No good. Victor Lynn with the board and pushing tempo. They got Bean in the corner. Victor wants the layup himself, though. Sean with the board, pushes it up to Jacoby. Jacoby attacks. Ed Payne with the block and foul. Both these teams playing real scrappy basketball. They know what they're fighting for here. These pros absolutely don't want to be embarrassed by being outplayed by a NCAA player. And the NCAA players, they know that their draft stock is hanging in the air surrounding this game. Jamarius with a great screen, and he's going to run to the rim and slam it home. Nalu now lead the Monsters by 11 points. Russ Hopkins back in the game. Drops it down to Jacoby. Jacoby looking to go to work on Derek Walker. He's going to put it up with the left hand, and that's good. Derek caught off guard that Jacoby would even attempt that. Here comes Jamarius. Gets it over to Hershey Allen. Hershey stolen from Russ Hopkins. Here comes Russ in transition. Takes the screen from Jacoby. Drives. Puts it up. No good. Great D there by Ed Payne. Here comes Kadeem Wagner. Finds Jamarius for 3. That's good. Wagner to Randall. Man, would that connection look nice in real life. Jeffrey John with the ball up top. Hits it over Russ Hopkins. Hopkins going to drive and picks up the foul on Ed Payne. Ed Payne, night in and night out, picks up 5 to 6 fouls. Here comes some more subs. Remember, guys, for those of you that weren't here at the beginning of the stream, every player is getting 18 to 20 minutes. So there are going to be subs. There are going to be a lot of subs. As a lot of the starters have checked back into the game now. Randall running 3. No good. Walker, though, with the board. Steve Carter inbounds it to Levi McNeil. Levi driving. Slams it home. Right over Jay Blinko. Welcome to the league, young man. That's what Levi's thinking on that slam. Jamarius puts it up from mid-range. That's good. That's just not fair to bring the current MVP of the league into this game. He is absolutely showing out. Jamarius Randall showing us why he's the MVP in the SBF right now. Hopkins over to McNeil. Michael Self sets the screen. Alley-oop! Levi to Self. That's lethal. Could you imagine that big 3 if that somehow formed? Levi McNeil, Russ Hopkins, Michael Self. Woo! I want that on my team. Please, guys. Allow me to make that happen. As you saw, Derek Walker puts it up over Steve Carter. Steve Carter really struggling against Derek Walker tonight. The size of the SBF is definitely showing. Steve Carter, the biggest guy in college, not looking too big on the floor right now against some of these pro players. Carter, though, showing a giant improvement from the beginning of the season to now. As you saw, Derek just having his way down there in the paint tonight. Time out now by the Nalu. Derek Walker getting whatever he wants in the paint. Monsters were able to bring the lead back down to just 8. One thing I'm excited for, those of you that haven't heard this yet, at the end of this season, after we crown a champion, we are going to do a league realignment. So the way that's going to work, the 4 best teams based on record, St. Dismo for 3, that's no good. The 4 best teams based on record, not based off playoff record, but regular season record. They're going to hold a league realignment draft. For example, Ballers, right now the number 1 team, they would have the number 1 pick. They would draft what team they want to see in their division. Russ Hopkins, beautiful step back 3. Kabirov had no chance on that play. The reason we're doing this is we want to balance the league. Right now, we have all 16 teams on the east side. Well, the issue with that, like we saw during All-Star Week, was that then we're going to have a whole lot of AI players in the All-Star game. So we want to balance it out so we have 8 teams in the East, 8 teams in the West. I also think it'd be a lot of fun to see a league draft. Start some rivalries. Whoever the Ballers select number 1, you know they're going to take offense to that. They're like, what are you trying to say about my team taking us number 1? Why do you want to play us frequently? As Russ Hopkins is just putting everything up. Levi McNeil pokes Jack Boulder. Can he save it? He does. He saves it. He's going to the rim, puts it up, and can't finish, but will go to the free throw line. These pros have had quite a few steals tonight. The NCAA players not doing a great job taking care of the basketball, but to be fair, Jack Boulder probably shouldn't have been in that situation to begin with. Here comes Vern Beard, Mr. Triple-Double of the NCAA. For the Ohio Bobcats, Vern Beard putting up a triple-double night in and night out. Boulder, great move to get by Levi McNeil. He had the size advantage, yes, but sometimes you see them not go up strong with it, so that was just refreshing to see Boulder go up that strong with that ball. Levi for three, that's good. 1 minute to go until halftime. The halftime report will be brought to you by the Talons GM. We call it the Talons Halftime Show. Hopefully you guys are ready. I know I'm ready. Boulder puts it up, and that's good. Boulder sinks both of them. Here comes Ali Moon, the assist monster. Trelly Wright has it down low. Showing us some post offense. Can't get that to go. There's Boulder with the board. Boulder looking good tonight. Bean Shep attacking Damiana. Not smart. Does kick it out, however. Victor Lynn finds Ricky Cross with the up and under. No good. Kenneth Michael with the board. Trelly Wright finds Ollie Moon. Ollie finds Damiana, who puts it up and gets fouled by Boulder. Damiana nails the first free throw. The second free throw is up, and it's good. 16-point lead now for the Pacific Diamond Nalu. Here comes Bean Shep. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Down to 15. Looks like Bean Shep wants that last shot as the shot clock is turned off. Cross sets the screen. Shep fading three. No good. We will go into halftime now. Like I said, the halftime report is going to be brought to you by the Talons GM. Talons GM, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, here we go. The Talons halftime report, halftime show, might I say, starts now.
All right, the Talons halftime show. If you have been paying attention to the Discord, you will have noticed that recently, Sexy Thor has posted the If the Playoffs Start Today bracket. And that has been entertaining for everybody, but there's one matchup that everybody's been talking about. They just haven't been talking about it publicly. It's weird, just trust me. It's Vixens versus Talons. And let's be real, the Vixens are a very good team. Ideally, they should make a short work of the Talons. The Talons weren't lucky enough to get a matchup like the Ballers, where they could easily dominate and go on to the next round with ease. So you have to look at that matchup there, but you have to look at all of the easy matchups potentially for all of these favorites. You got the Stingrays taking on the Lowly Stars, and the Stallions taking on the Assassins, who have historically been a really tough matchup for the Assassins. And this playoff bracket has been fun to go on about, but these Talons, who have been extremely hot lately, I believe they've only lost like one time in the last month. And they are ready to take on the playoffs. It only takes one hot streak with a 3-shooting team.
Yeah, you're going to be an absolute first-round bounce, or you're going to make a run and surprise the crap out of everybody. Well,
Yep, that's what I think.
well, thank you for the show. Back to the game.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and give you my halftime analysis now real quick before we start the second half. So, players to watch coming out of halftime. Well, I was going to say Hershey Allen for the Monsters. Hershey Allen hasn't taken many shots, hasn't really put up any numbers at all. Hershey really needs to do something in the second half unless he wants his draft stock to fall a little bit. I think Hershey Allen's draft stock might be falling with this game so far. Steve Carter might need to be a player to watch as well for the other team. Steve Carter really struggled that first half in the paint. I think the size of the pro players are just catching him off guard. I don't think Steve Carter's a bad player. I think I think he is the best big man in the league. And I think he's just caught off guard tonight. So let's see if he can make the adjustment at halftime and come back out firing. As you see, the Monsters, 2 early misses by the NCAA players. Jay Blinko, Hershey Allen, both good looks, just missed it. I talked about players that need to perform better. Let's talk about players who performed really well. Right there's one of them with Sean Self. Sean has surprised me this game as he looks phenomenal. Scoring, passing, defensively. He's everywhere for his team. Sean Self's draft stock got a big green arrow next to it right now. On the other side, draft stock rising in my opinion. I look at Jay Blinko, and he hasn't done much flashy so far, but I think you watch the grinding in the paint, him competing on defense against the 1 through 5 position, everything Blinko's done so far, I think for the Monsters has been the best NCAA player so far. It's a great point brought up by Carter. Like I said earlier, the GMs in this league are really relying on the players to earn those attribute points by watching YouTube videos, joining Twitch streams. Got to earn those attribute points so you can improve your player. Steve Carter has been one of those guys that has shown he is willing to hit the gym and grind. Jamarius Randall fading shot. Couldn't get that to go. There's Michael Self with the board. Here they come. Levi McNeil finds Michael Self down low. Puts it up, and what a good basket. Michael Self, Derek Walker, 2 big men that have been dominating this game so far. Ed Payne back to Randall. Randall puts it up. Can't get it to go. Monsters will retain possession. Overall, this entire draft class is just so exciting. The NCAA is exciting. If you guys haven't been checking out the Discord, the recap videos, the Around the League video, it's posted today. One thing I also want to mention to you guys, if you have any ideas on how to improve the league, please let me know. I mean, this glorious game almost didn't happen because I just didn't think about it. The Bobcats GM with the clutch idea gave us that content right there. Without that idea, you would have never seen a Jeffrey John to Michael Self alley-oop. That's just fantastic. Or maybe you will see it next season. Maybe John will go to the Polar Bears. Randall over to Hershey Allen. Backdoor cut, but there's a block by Michael Self, who's been dominating this basketball game. Jeffrey John has numbers. Finds Sean, who gets his pass intercepted. Sean probably should have just shot the 3 there. Hershey Allen at the rim, slams it home. Learned his lesson in the first half. Went up weak with it. In the second half, you see him changing it up. There's a slam. Good rebound there by Jay Blinko. Here comes Kadeem Wagner. Wagner takes the screen from Blinko. Driving. Trying to find somebody open. Nalu right now smothering defense. They get it back to Wagner. Wagner gets poked. Good steal by Rodman. Here comes McNeil. McNeil attacks the rim and scores. You can't knock Hershey Allen for that defense there. Levi McNeil does that to everybody. Another player to keep an eye out, Ricky Cross. Really quiet in that first half, but just like Jay Blinko, he's grinding. Ricky's doing all the hard-nosed, nitty-gritty stuff that you don't like to do, but you love to see it as a GM. Trelly Wright is another one that's showing that his play style does translate well into the pros. Trelly Wright has been fantastic. Victor Lynn, I believe they got a big old red arrow pointing down next to their draft stock. That's no surprise, though. Anybody following the league has seen the decline of Victor Lynn throughout the season. I am really wondering if this is going to be a case of a great player getting cold at the worst time. Then they're going to fall. They're going to somehow wind up being drafted by the future champions. As, wow, Kabirov to Vern Beard. That is a point guard slamming it down over Michael Self. Might not have been Michael Self. It might have actually been Harvey Rodman. That big old beard always gets me confused. Here comes Kabirov. Great pass down to Cross. Kabirov showing us why he leads the leagues in assists. Back to Vern Beard. I love seeing Vern Beard play with that tenacity. A little 6'1" point guard in the game, dunking over big men right now. Trying to hang with Levi McNeil. Great defense. Vern Beard able to stop him. Here comes Vern. Sets it up. Gets it over to Ricky. Ricky for three. Oh, that's no good. Good look, though, for Ricky Cross, trying to work on that range. Levi McNeil on Victor Lynn. Drops it down. Kenneth Michael now. Michael goes up strong. Can't get it to go. Tunnel vision there. Had Kenneth looked behind him, he would have seen the wide open player. Ricky, another three. That's no good. Harvey Rodman with the rebound. Like I was saying earlier about Victor Lynn, if you've watched the whole season, Victor Lynn started out super hot and has just dramatically fell. Victor Lynn, a very good player, could see himself falling to a very good team, and that might just be an absolutely lethal system. Coming out of the break, we are going to have a 70-47 ball game. The Pacific Diamond Nalu are leading by 23 points. Ricky Cross over to Victor Lynn, kicks it back. Beanshep for three. That's no good. Beanshep, top scorer for Michigan. They get it over to St. Dismo, finds Ollie Moon, who puts it up, and that's no good. Preston Hunter with the board. A lot of people don't know this, but Preston Hunter has a 95 defensive rebound. Absolutely fantastic rebounding point guard. Here comes Ollie. Ollie, an assist machine, finds Jacoby Taylor, who gets blocked by Jack Boulder. Jack Boulder has been a menace in the paint tonight. Beanshep over to Victor. Victor looking to get somebody open. Boulder's going to come and set a screen. Jack Boulder doing all the right things tonight. Great movement without the ball. Love to see it. As you see, he just beat that box out and almost got the rebound. Russ Hopkins for three. No good. Victor Lynn with the board. Here comes Victor. They find Ricky Cross. Ricky trying to do some moves. Gets it back to Beanshep. Bean turns. Thought he might fire it from the logo there, to be honest. He thought better of it, though. Beanshep gets fouled by Russ Hopkins on that play. Honestly, the scoreboard doesn't show it, but I have had a lot of fun watching this game so far. Haven't even really been paying attention to the score, because that's not what matters. What I'm paying attention to the most is which players are performing at a high level, as Victor Lynn knocks it down. Victor Lynn absolutely does not care what kind of pressure is in his face. That's the weird thing about Victor Lynn. I've seen him make more contested threes than I've seen him make wide open threes. If he can clean up those missed wide open three shots, Victor Lynn is going to be unstoppable one day. And if there's one thing that pro basketball has shown everybody, if you work hard enough, you can become a good shooter. As you see 7-footers in the league becoming good shooters overnight nowadays. Steve Carter back in the game, inbounds to Russ Hopkins. Here comes Russ. Russ driving, puts it up and gets it to go. Victor Lynn just not fast enough. I cannot believe they have Victor guarding Russ Hopkins right now. Victor Lynn is going to shoot wide open shot, and that's what I'm talking about. For some reason, the wide open shots just don't fall for Victor Lynn. Jacoby Taylor gets some good positioning. Misses the first, but gets it on the putback. Here comes Victor Lynn now. Takes the screen. Guarded up by Jacoby Taylor now. Hits it up to Zach Boulder. Zach has the matchup. Back over to Victor Lynn. Takes the Derek Walker screen. Puts a three up over Steve Carter and gets it to go. Here comes Ollie Moon. Drops it down to Jacoby. Carter with a cut. What a slam! What a powerful slam by Steve Carter, showing us all his speed. An absolute burst to the rim. Beanchep, three, no good. Have fun drafting that guy. Taylor over to Russ. That's good. Russ Hopkins is my favorite shooting guard on the pro. If you guys have watched our YouTube videos in the past, you're probably hearing me say that during each video. Victor Lynn, crazy three. No good. Taylor with the board. Here comes Jacoby. Gets it over to Dismo. Dismo draws the foul on Beanchep. I've really liked what I've seen from St. Dismo tonight. A very under-the-radar player, but just played good, solid basketball. Nothing flashy. I just don't think he's going to be somebody that can win you games. I don't think he's going to be somebody that can lose you games either. Sometimes you need that. Jeffrey John trying to take on the task of guarding Jamarius Randall. Steve Carter with a great rebound and a great outlet pass. And then alley-oop from Dismo to Self. All made possible by that beautiful outlet pass by Steve Carter. What a great pass. Michael Self and his alley-oops are phenomenal to watch. Hershey Allen now has it up top. He needs to show something in this fourth quarter. Instead, he gets his pocket picked by John. John attacking the rim, goes up, Hershey with the block. Dismo puts it back, no good. That's John's problem. John is a great defender, but a poor offensive player. Dismo now guarding Kadeem Wagner. Great shot there, gets it to go. Carter over to Dismo. Here comes Dismo. Sean Self also on the floor right now. Hasn't really done a lot this quarter. Michael Self. Will Michael find Sean wide open? He doesn't. He puts it up. Carter saves the day with a rebound. These big men just keep putting it up and getting their own rebound. Carter and Michael Self dominating the boards in this fourth quarter. Self gets the first. Self puts up the second, and it's good. All right, here we go. Hershey Allen has it up top, gets it over to Randall. Randall being guarded by Trelly Wright. Randall gets by him, puts it up, and that's just unfortunate. Trelly Wright, great offensive player, but he is going to need to work on his defensive game going into the league. Here comes Trelly. Going to work on Jamarius, puts it up, but Jamarius gets the poke. Vern Beard gets it to Hershey. Hershey switches hands. Great defense by Sean Self, who's now going to push the tempo. Sean kicks it over to Michael. Back to Sean. Trying to get somebody wide open here. Good pick set. Sean, a very good facilitating big guard. Drops it down. Interception though. Trelly Wright with a bad pass. Here comes Jamarius with the easy lay-in. Jeffrey John now. Possession for the Nalu. Being guarded by Vern Beard. Trying to get to the rim. Gets it over to Michael Self, who gets the easy putback. Not a putback, but gets the easy score to go. Michael Self just dominating this basketball game. Single-handedly the reason his team is winning. Randall for three. That's good. Three minutes to go in this beautiful basketball game. I have really enjoyed it. I am really curious to see who closes out this game strong. Who's going to leave that everlasting impression on the league? Steve Carter having a great second half so far. Hershey trying to get the steal, but picks up the foul instead. Michael Self has it up top. Gets it back to Russ. Pick and roll. Michael gets the rebound. Put back over three guys. Can't get it to go. Great outlet pass. Randall going to get the layup to go. Jamarius Randall doing all he can to bring his team back in this fourth quarter. Levi McNeil now. Guarded by Jamarius Randall. Oh, we got Michael Self on Blinko. Puts it up. Blinko with the block. Wow, what a statement made by the NCAAer. As Kadeem Wagner gets the bucket to go. Jay Blinko with a monster block and a beautiful outlet pass. Looked offended that Michael would even try to go up that soft on him. Zed Payne gets the strip. Here come the monsters. Randall takes the Blinko screen. Gets it back to Jay. Jay with beautiful ball handling now. Jay makes his way down to the rim. Puts it up and Michael gets a block. Jay going up again and can't get it to go. Both these players battling it hard in this fourth quarter. Levi trying to drive past Jamarius. He gets to the rim and scores. Here comes Jamarius Randall. Down low, Hershey Allen gets it to go. What a great looking layup by Hershey Allen. As you see, 4 points, 5 assists tonight. Not showing his rebounds, but I'm sure he's got some. He is a phenomenal rebounding guard. Levi McNeil just hangs in the air so long for layups that it's almost impossible to block him. Here comes Hershey. Gets it over to Jamarius. Back to Hershey. Hershey alley-oop down to Jamarius. Can't get it to go. There's Levi. Levi bringing it up. 40 seconds to go in the game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. It was fun to watch. Don't forget, GMs, NCAA players, whoever, you can watch this game on YouTube as well, as I will premiere it sometime this week. Tune into the premiere to earn your attribute points to apply to your players. Foul called there. Levi McNeil will go to the line and shoot two. Like I said too at the beginning of this game, thank you to the Bobcats GM for coming up with this beautiful idea. Our goal is to keep this idea going year in and year out. For those of you that missed the first quarter, the Stingrays GM was on with us, and she spoke a little bit about her plans for the future. She wants to pick 2 teams and completely redesign them. Jerseys, stadium, everything designed for this Federation basketball game. A yearly outing between NCAA players, pro players, something that this league, I think, will really benefit from. Again, thanks guys for joining. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have any more ideas, feel free to hit me up. We're open to any and all of them. A lot of NCAA players really made a name for themselves and really showed us what they're going to bring to the pro level. This was a lot of fun for me. Hopefully it was fun for you. I'll catch you guys around.